Welcome to Rock Pathology, here with my father, Mr. Wild Bill, your host!
Thanks very much, Anya. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and this proves that music passes through all generations. So we want you to join this channel, and thank you, Anya, for that wonderful introduction. Do you want to sit here while I do the whole thing? You do? Okay. Well, I thought in order to get people motivated to share their particular albums with me, that I would show the first 3 albums that I bought, okay, when I was 12 years old. And the first one I bought was sort of like my grandfather said, all right, you get to pick out one album. And the first one I picked was sort of just off the rack without really knowing, and it was Dawn. Tony Orlando and Dawn. And they had a bunch of hits, most importantly, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree. But in this album, I could still listen to it over and over again. It's a great, great, great album. And my grandfather, grandmother, and I used to sing one of the songs on here that comes back to the 40s, I Get Ideas. So that was the first album I bought. Now, much like, that's good. Now, this is what I call music. Now, that's what I call music series. In those days, we had K-Tel. And why would you buy a single artist if you don't know what an artist, what their specialty is? So the next album that I bought with my own money was fantastic. 22 original hits from the original stars. Packed with hits. Everything from, again, Dawn, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree, to Barry White. And I'm going to love you just a little more, baby. The second side starts with Maureen McGovern. There's got to be a morning after. And finishes up with Rocket Man. So how could you go wrong with that? And that might be where I got my first tastes and allowed me to make my third record purchase, which became my icon idol of all time, probably still and yet, Mr. Elton and the Caribou album. Because at the first thing, of course, you need to know that as a 12-year-old riding to school, it was always nice that you could sit there. Don't listen to this part. Earmuffs on you. You could say. Because the first song is called about, Okay, you're done with that. But more importantly than that was the ballad that's on here called Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. And based on that, I bought the album, and I have been an Elton John fan ever since. Bernie Taupin and Elton John pictured here. Got to be laughing now with all the great stuff going back and forth between North Korea and the United States. But neither here nor there. Safety first, everybody. Those are my first 3 albums. What are yours? I actually started, if you look at our video section, you can add videos of your first, and I would appreciate it if you also added some sort of description. And I will figure out how to do this live streaming thing, and then we can chat and talk about this stuff live.
Can I have a question about this?
Sure.
So, you were talking about the fantastic one. Which one would be your favorite song?
My favorite song off of here?
Yeah.
Okay, nobody's going to believe it. It's by Gun Hill Road, and it's called Back When My Hair Was Short. Now, Gun Hill Road, and one of my friends correctly identified this as pretty much like a tune that should be on Broadway, and it's a show tune. But Back When My Hair Was Short sort of explains what a 12-year-old thinks about love. You think you understand it, you don't know anything. You have to learn about it. Yeah, she's 11. So I would highly recommend this album, and as a matter of fact, if I can, I'll put together a playlist for it and send you the link on Spotify. Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe. Please join our group and talk to me about your music, okay?
You rock and I'll roll. That's what my shirt says.
I think that's going to be our slogan.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. So, from Mr. Wild Bill and Anya, you rock and we'll roll. See you next time. Bye.